Hello and welcome back to another video. I've been having a lot of fun making these yearly review 2023 style videos as well as watching them. I mentioned that in my last one. So I also wanted to do like an album of the year video, kind of just a quick little review of the albums that were released during the past year in 2023 and kind of loosely ranking them. I made the ranking like pretty quickly, and I'm also trying to factor in a bunch of things like the person or group that made the album, the packaging, the songs, the way everything looks, the concept. So it's a pretty loose ranking. It's definitely not definitive. It is just for basically how I feel about them today, but I thought it would still be fun to do. So I hope you still enjoy, and let's get into all of the 2023 albums that I have. But I also just wanted to mention that this video will only be covering the Korean releases, so not Unforgiven Japan or Idol's Heat. I think that was an English release. And also it will not be covering, I don't know what you would call it, whatever the Hope edition was, because it is the same album for Hobies, so I decided not to put that one in the video. But all the Korean releases and repackages that I have are in this video. So I counted that I have 16 individual albums, so 16 different albums from either groups or soloists. So starting at number 16, we have 50/50's Cupid, the beginning Cupid. So as you may or maybe may not be aware, 50/50 no longer exists in this form or potentially at all. I don't really know, but that's not really the reason that they are in this spot. It's mainly because of the actual album itself, on top of the fact that it's a single album. It's only one song, and believe it or not, I'm not a huge fan of the song Cupid. I was a big fan of their first album. All of the songs on their first album, just 50/50. Maybe it was called The 50, I think. Cupid is still an excellent song, but I think I just got really sick of it. That's the main gist of it. But these albums are just pretty like poorly made. Everything was stuffed in there. They're like, I don't know, they really bubble out. There we go. Yeah, I knew there was a spot that had cracked here, but I've seen that a lot of other people's are like really splitting. Like when you really try to like look at them, they'll split at the spine there quite easily. I've been careful just when I look through them to not cause any more damage if I don't have to, but yeah, not the best binding, I suppose. But honestly, I do love the two concepts that they did. I think they're really pretty. We literally have like the black and pink in our area, and it looks really nice. I love this like cute home one, and yeah, it actually matches the theme quite a bit. Maybe this one doesn't, but it's really contrasting, which in a way is what makes it match. So coming in at number 15 is aespa's Drama. This one is literally in this spot only because I got this like last week, but still wanted to include it in the video because it's from 2023 at the end of the year, and I think November. I actually just haven't listened to anything other than Drama yet. I certainly will. I always do whenever I have physical albums, but I really like listening to all the tracks like with the CD. So I usually wait to do that. So I just got this. That's another reason why I was mentioning that this list encompasses basically today, because you know it might fully change once I actually listen to the full album of this. But let me know if you like the full album. Another reason that I'm like, nah, I don't love the bag. I think in general the community, K-pop collector community, doesn't love bagged albums, and I totally agree. It's just kind of odd. I mean, you can store these without it, but it comes with 3 different things, so it makes sense to just keep it in the bag. But I really like the concept that they did for this album. It's like just super aespa. They have such a unique, definitive style that, yeah, I love seeing them in it, and this definitely has that. The album comes with a poster and then another kind of photo book, still fully in what I would consider aespa style, but more like the casual end of what their futuristic style looks like. At At number 14, we have Lee Chaeyeon's Over the Moon. This is a really cute little album. We're kind of just getting into me just ranking them as best as I can. I did get to a point where I was like, oh, this ranking is really tough. I don't really know. So I did it just by vibe. I think some of them are just by feel and by vibe. So we have Lee Chaeyeon, Knock. I really liked the concept of these albums. Really plain and basic, I guess, like they are just books. I like how this one's diary and this one is like newspaper or maybe magazine. And I thought they were cute. The like schoolgirl diary. I thought this concept was really cute. And Knock was such a fun song. The only concept I didn't actually like was probably the dress. Not in that she doesn't look amazing in it, because she does. It's a big contrast to like the like sporty girl, the school girl, and then the like elegant, beautiful, like I still love it, but I'm a little confused by it. See, this one's cute because it's like prom queen, journaling, diary writing, the night before the prom. You know what? Maybe I am wrong, you know? Maybe this is just prom night. I guess when I think about it like that, it does work within the story. But we have more schoolgirl here, sporty girl, just like pretty Lee Chaeyeon, and then pajama. You know what? They all work. Now that I think about it, it totally does work. And I liked it. I liked the whole like diary theme. Knock was such a fun song. Next we have Key's Good and Great. I only have this album, the Smart version, I think is what they call it. Also, I have nothing in it because this album came with a bunch of Polaroids as well as a photo card and a like QR card, and they were all kind of cool, so I did put them all on my little key binder. But this is the only album I have for this one. There was quite a lot of versions. I got a little overwhelmed this time and I ended up only getting this one. I do still kind of want at least the like book version, like the photo book. It's kind of like bound, coiled bound, but maybe one day in the future. I don't think I can do all of them. I have decided to like tone it back with Key because SM loves the 1,500 different versions and I can't do it, not with the other groups and stuff that I'd like to collect, but one or two of each album is fine. Anyways, I did really like Good and Great. To be honest with you, I haven't listened to the other tracks, mainly because I don't have that CD version. I don't really do it with the Smart albums, so that's kind of another reason it's at this spot on the list. But I really did enjoy Good and Great, and I love the concept, the like office worker employee concept. This is like, you know, your little like ID and attendance card. Super fun. Great idea. This packaging is always top tier. At number 12, we have Augusti's D-Day. This is a great album. Yoongi is a very talented, multi-talented rapper, producer, artist. Yeah, really well done. Finally, we got a physical album from him. The only thing I don't love about this is the packaging, but I think it is just for me. I think for the audience and for the vibe of this album, I think it's perfect. It's just not my favorite for me personally. Mainly, I think it's because the box can be a little... I'm having a hard time. Like, you might even see it's already dented there. I'm just having a hard time storing these. But yeah, great album. I kept in the non-random card because I had extra. And I loved the concept that he did, the music video. The photo book is quite cool. I really, really enjoy that. For all the versions, really. And this one's cool too, because I feel like you can like take some of the pages out and use them how you would like. I do actually have two versions of this, because I initially bought one without a photo card, because I was like, I'm not going to collect the Weverse ones, and oh my god, now I am. I ended up getting this one on like a sale from my local store, so I have two of these, so I might even use these images somewhere. I don't know. They're just really cool, and they're double-sided as well, so yeah, some of them are like very artistic, some of them obviously have him on them. Really neat. I love the Weverse versions that BTS does. That will come up later as well. Number 11 is V's Layover. I love the packaging of this album. It is so cute. I literally keep them by my front door as like decoration in a sense, because it's like, oh, I have a package consistently all the time. They're super cute. I really like them. You know, they have the unique stickers on the front, which is fun. I know for like extreme collectors it was a little frustrating because you do want them all, but I don't think I'm intensive enough of a collector to worry about them too much. And I think I only have one double, so I'm not worried about that. I like how we had a little note and then a big puppy photo, and then everything kind of hidden underneath. I loved the notepad inclusion in here. And then the album itself was nice and slow, very like easy listening, and I enjoy it, to be honest, as like background, just like studying, hanging out style, low-key music. I think it was great for that. And great concepts too. And I just love how the Weverse versions have tiny little photo books, and I especially love this one. I don't know what it is. It's probably because it's tiny and cute, and I just love looking through it. The concepts that they did for this were wonderful. They were different, but they all kind of just matched, literally with like the color scheming vibe, as you can see there. The like old school camera photos. Yeah, really well done. I quite enjoyed this era of Tay. Number 10, we have my Kiss of Life albums. This is the debut, first mini album, as well as the first comeback, the second mini album of Kiss of Life. The reason I decided to include them together is because they are basically the same, but also I just got these two. I have actually listened to the album already and I do really like it, but I have not looked through the photo books yet. I am planning on posting a unboxing style review, and when I decide to do those, and if I can hold back, I won't look at them. So I haven't yet, and I'm excited to do it, but they do feel like exactly the same as the debut one. They're the same size. I do still plan on doing a review style of their debut as well. I just haven't filmed it yet, so eventually, but I have looked through this on my own, and yeah, I love the pages, very just magazine, and these ones feel the same as well. And yeah, I'm really into Kiss of Life right now. I really like their vibe and their music, and yeah, just what they're doing, what they're coming up with is super fun. And I really liked how this magazine looked. It's a very fun one to flip through. I don't know, not like other ones aren't fun, but just like every page is filled with different things and interesting pieces to look at. Yeah, fully like a magazine editorial, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm really excited to do a review kind of flip through of them with you guys too, and I'm really excited to do it for this one as well. But yeah, really enjoying them and their music. So here they are at number 10 on my list. Coming in at number 9, we have Key's Killer album. This is such a cool album, concept, execution, really well done. This one in particular, it's like a gamer style. It's so cool. I was so excited when I saw this being released, like a full-on, obviously massive, but still even the way that it's integrated into the box, like cartridge, little photo book, super like Tron gamer. Oh, I loved it. So neat. And not to mention this is a repackage, so a lot of the songs were off of, what was it, Gasoline, right? Yeah, the Gasoline album, and I really enjoyed that album too from last year. But then we also got the new title track, Killer, which was great. I really enjoyed Killer. It was super fun. And yeah, I just couldn't get over like the gamer motorcycle style. Oh, so cool. But then you have this concept as well, which is just like, I don't know what you'd call this, like futuristic fashion. but it was just like, it matches so perfectly to this gamer style world. I guess it's kind of like AI online persona kind of look, things that you wouldn't, people generally wouldn't ever wear, but you see it in like video games and stuff. So it matched so well and is just really well put together, really pretty, especially for this one, the diamond one. Yeah, I loved how the concepts matched so perfectly. Cyberpunk style. Here's the little smart version. Looks like a little mini game. Yeah, just the attention to detail is phenomenal with Key in all of his albums, always. At number 8, we have New Jeans' Oh My God album. So is this, it's not a single because it had Ditto on it too. Is this like an extended play, potentially? I don't remember, but it does only have the 2 songs, but they are bangers for sure. We have OMG and we have Ditto. I really enjoy the New Jeans Weverse versions. They are the same size as the ones for Key, so I guess SM, do all SM ones do this? I don't know, maybe it's just Key, but whatever. They're the same size. They're super cute, easy to store, and just, yeah, they're just really cute. I like that this one came with a cute little well-designed lyric booklet with one side this way for the Ditto song, the other side this way for OMG. I like that. I thought that was really sweet. And I loved this version of the actual album, the message card version, I believe is what it's called. I was so excited. This past December, I was finally able to use it for what I intended it for, and that is as an advent calendar because it has the 1, 2, and it goes all the way up to, that one is 24, I believe. Oh, 25, because there's 23, and there was what I would consider 24, and then 25. So I used it as like an advent calendar to Christmas in December, and I thought that was so fun. They're really cute too because they're all like postcards and they have messages on the back. Excellent design, excellent song. We all loved OMG and Ditto too. I specifically love OMG, but Ditto was also amazing. New Jeans really took 2023 by storm. At number 7, we have aespa's My World. I really liked this album, and I liked all the songs on the album. So I think now we're getting more into, well, you know what I would say with the last one with New Jeans, I'm really enjoying every single song on the album, or at least I've listened to them enough and I resonate with them and recognize them. I particularly love this version. I know it's not the tabloid version. I don't remember what this one's called, but it looks like a little tabloid, and I think that is so cute, just like those like People magazines or whatever you see in the grocery store sometimes, those gossip magazines, and I loved how they made it look like that, and we have all the tracks on the back. Yeah, when I saw this one, I was like, I need this version. It is so cute. I really liked Spicy. I thought it was so fun. And then the, what is it? Welcome to My World too, this kind of version. It was pretty. I really like that song. I think it was really beautiful and a different side of aespa we haven't seen before at all in music and in concept, so that was nice. I think this one is called the intro version. It is meant to have member version covers, which also double as posters. I just got mine on like Marketplace and I took off the posters, so I didn't have like, I don't really have a bias in aespa, so I just wanted it as OT4, and all the insides are the same. But this was a beautiful photo shoot. I loved the like outside flowing white outfits, really pretty. Number 6, New Jeans Get Up. This album was so fun. As much as I loved OMG, because I absolutely adored some of the songs on this album. So we have Super Shy and we have Get Up. Those were the ones that I just loved. But then you have other amazing ones like ASAP and New Jeans. Like the whole album is an absolute hit. And then they collaborated with Powerpuff Girls. Like, what? So cute. And then these guys, like, they're not Powerpuff Girls, but like little kind of gamer-esque style, I guess anime style versions of the girls. And again, I love the little Weverse version albums for New Jeans. Are super cute. I love them. But New Jeans is also so generous always, or I guess adore, at least with their album inclusions. Like, so many books in here, stickers, great things to look at. This was a really fun release, but the fact that they had the whole Powerpuff version, oh, so cool, so cool. I couldn't resist. I knew I needed to get this version for sure. And New Jeans be always doing cute stuff. We are into the top 5 now, and at number 5 we have Jungkook's Golden album. So if you have or have not already seen my top songs of 2023, you will know that one of the songs on this album was my #1 song of the year. Maybe I won't spoil it. If you don't know already, you should go take a look at that video if you could. That would mean a lot to me. But I really, really liked Jungkook's releases from this year. They were so good. And then when we got the actual album, like, this is beautiful, luxurious, exactly what I want in anything I buy. To be honest with you, this is beautiful. So I had to include this in the top 5 because of just the iconicness that was the final member of BTS to release the solo album. So first off, we have the 3 versions of the album, and they are like hard box packaging, and they come with like a fancy hardcover, fully bound, beautiful book, and it's so solid and so nice, just so luxurious and pretty. And you know, it's Jungkook. The concepts are always amazing. He always looks super good. That's to be expected, but what I wasn't expecting was how nice this album was going to be in actual feel and look. I expected him to look good. I expected the songs to be good, but I was not expecting the luxuriousness that was this album. But yeah, we have the white version, which is my personal favorite, because I think it just, I don't know, it's what I like. And then the green, and then the navy blue, all super beautiful. And then we have the Weverse version too, which is like the exact same style. Not all hardcover, because you can't make it that hard with how small it is, but still cute, luxurious, just like every piece of it just feels so special. I know he did, or this album specifically, did a collaboration with Godiva Chocolate, and like that was a good match. I really wanted to buy some, but I was like, I can't keep that forever, and it's expensive and I'd have to eat it, so I didn't, but I was thinking about it. But yeah, all the concepts, great, beautiful. Songs, incredible. I love how he released a banger of a song, one that reminded me of like Justin Bieber, one that reminded me of Justin Timberlake, and one that reminded me of Michael Jackson. And you know, to me, he is the icon of this decade, I suppose. So very happy that he released this, and very happy that it seems like so much effort was put into making this one of the most beautiful albums ever. Coming in at number 4, we have Idol's I Feel album, their 6 mini album. If you also watched my video for the songs of 2023, you know, I'll probably say that for the rest of these. Really, all of the albums I showed today have a song or two on the list that I posted, but Green Card to me is a song of the summer, and I think it was for a lot of people. It was such a banger, and then this album release was really fun. I really, really liked that we had various versions. In general, I like it when things are cohesive and similar, but I appreciated the thought that went into this and making them all different and having different vibes for each. It felt like they wanted to do very specific and different concepts as themes for the album that match different parts of the album, so they created 3 very unique albums, and therefore it worked, and it was really nice to have just separate versions that give us something different without combining them, if you know what I mean. So this is the cat version. It's like a notebook. This is like this going to school girl one, but like not going to school, like you're in school and you're hanging out with your friends and you are just like having a good time on the weekends and just doing fun things and like enjoying life, documenting life. This is the vibe that I get from this. And then you have the butterfly version, which is giving us more of a traditional album packaging, like in a box, more traditional album concept, like something very specific, if you know what I mean. Like the cat version ones, I feel like those are all outfits that anyone would wear anytime, whereas these ones are very specific to the ethereal butterfly version. We even have wings in there, and I loved this one a lot. I just thought it was so beautiful, really pretty, everyone in the wings and in the dark garden. And I liked how the colors were very like black based with some, what is this, like blurring light throughout it. Yeah, I thought it was just really pretty. I ended up getting all of the QR cards for each of the members for this version just because I thought it was so pretty. Really liked that. And lastly, we have the like Queen version, which is literally a deck of cards, Queen card. Like if you have a song named Queen card, you have to do this. It's mandatory. I would expect nothing less. But it's a full deck of cards. They are usable, like you're able to play a game with these if you want, but they're also really neat. Like if you were to play a game with these, they wouldn't really rip. They are like that thin PVC. And yeah, I loved it. I was really happy to see the full lean into the concept, the all pink outfits, the crowns and things like that. And look how cute that is. Yeah, I really loved the attention to detail in the 3 versions of these albums. I don't really see Cube as a company that pays attention and cares about details when it comes to these albums, so this was quite a surprise for me, and I really enjoyed it. Pleasant surprise for sure. At number 3, we have DPR Ian's Dear Insanity. I love this album. I love DPR Ian. I listen to him almost every day. The music is incredibly easy to listen to on a daily basis. Really nice. It's more R&B as opposed to K-pop if you haven't heard of DPR Ian, but I would highly recommend to check him out. His albums, what were they? Mido? I think his first 2 albums are both called Mido. Am I blanking? I don't have them. They are actually out of print and quite rare, the first 2 albums that he has, but this one I was able to get, honestly I think I got it off eBay so that I could get the Korean version that came with photo cards. I was really excited about that. The track list is here. I love all songs. I listen to all of them. If you did see my song review, as I keep mentioning, I'm sorry, but a lot of the songs were on there, all of the title track style ones that he released with music video. They're all on the list, but really I love all of these songs. So Don't Go Insane, So I Danced, Peanut Butter and Tears are the ones that have music videos and that are amazing, but I really like Violent Crazy as well. So the only version of this album is a CD, jewel case, really cool little eye there. This is just like an inclusion sheet that they describe as a puzzle. I don't really know how it works. Like, is it a crossword? I'm not sure, but that is the inclusion that you get there. And I think that's all that comes with the non-Korean version. But yes, I really wanted to mention this. Big fan of DPR Ian. At number 2, we have Jimin's Face. I love this album. It really resonated with me. It was definitely released at a time when I was very much feeling low, like quite low, and I find that this is also a very emotional album. I think he put a lot into this, a lot more that lies beneath the surface when you're looking at some of the lyrics and the feelings behind the songs. I think there's quite a lot of pain in some of the songs, and it's, you know, covered up with that pop vibe and with that upbeat songs, and I think that's the point. I really liked this album. I just think it spoke to me more than it could have for others, because I know some people don't love it as much, especially when we got that pre-release Set Me Free Part 2. I think that was really surprising for a lot of people because it is quite outside of what Jimin would normally release, but I think it really matched the whole vibe of the album. I really like it. Like Crazy is my favorite song on the album, but on top of that, I love the aesthetic of the album too. I love the all silver, the face design that we have here, kind of like a drop in the pool look. And all the concepts were really beautiful. We have like the darker one here, but it's still soft in tone, in color grading, as well as just softening the edges of the way that the photos look. Really clean. I liked all of the concepts for Jimin's face album, and then I really liked the light version in here, like the all white rooms and very empty. I think it really matches what he's going for. Obviously, because it spoke to me initially and of the place that I was in the time that this was released, I did more research into the lyrics and learning about it, so I have more to connect it with here as well. That is another piece of music for anything in general. If you're doing more work, if you're putting more effort into understanding what you're seeing and what you're listening and what you're looking at, there's more you can connect with. So it's hard to do that with every album though, for sure, but it is nice when you have that album every once in a while where you have the ability to do that. But something I really liked about, well, here's the mini one. The Weverse version is so cute. I love that BTS ones come with a mini photo book. I wish other ones did that. But I really liked how we got a glimpse. So we got the little like mini notebook for the thought processes and for things going on in here. Like, I wish I could read the Korean parts, but I like that we're getting a glimpse. And as an avid journaler myself, as I've actually mentioned quite a few times, I was really drawn to this. Journals are very much, regardless of the way that they look or what's really written in them, they can't help but being like a peek into somebody's soul in some way. So I like that this was a very personal and special additive to this album. Not to mention, again, I just love the Weverse versions of the album, especially this one. It's so pretty with that face and the shiny part. Also, a quick mention for all of the BTS Weverse versions that I have. They are all the same size, and I didn't realize that until I put them in a pile. Like, obviously some are thinner and thicker, but they're all the same dimensions like this, and I just think that is so cool. They look so cute in like a little stack, and I am just sad that we don't have one that can fit in this stack for Jin and Hobi. I get why Jin doesn't have one, but Hobi should have had one. This is what the Weverse album should have been for him when he did his first release. Alright, and my number one album of the year this year should be no surprise to you if you are here and if you were looking at what my channel name is called. I think it was obvious from the beginning. Really, I should have started here, but it is Lesseravia'S Unforgiven. This is a bit of a cop-out in a sense as to why I definitively put it at number one, but mainly because it's a compilation album, so it has like my favorite songs of all time on it, which are Antifragile, Blue Flame, and Impurities. Those are like my top three Lesseravia'S songs, and it's on the album and it's a part of it, so it trumped everything just automatically. I do have fully in-depth unboxings of Lesseravia'S albums, but just so you have something to look at while I'm still chatting, we have the Bloody Rose version. There were 3 versions of the album if you haven't already seen, but I think the Bloody Rose one is my favorite to look at because it has such unique concepts. We also have like the cowboy concept, which is great, and then the Dewy Sage, which is like their own merch release one, so I loved all of them. I am a big fan, which should be no surprise to anyone if you are here on my channel, so this was obviously going to be my number one. We do have the box set, which is quite nice, of the compact versions, which we're not going to talk about the packaging of those. We're going to look at them like this because it looks a lot nicer. And you will see that I don't have the Weverse albums up here just because they were like large posters. Like, another kind of complaint with this album packaging, I guess. Like, really, if it didn't have you know, if it wasn't Le Sserafim and it didn't have those iconic songs that basically trumped everything, if we were just doing a packaging video, it would be much lower. But hopefully they can figure it out and eventually get some like cute size Weverse version styles again. No more of those poster ones. That was so, it was weird. It was a little too much. Other than that, I love them, always love them, and I was very impressed with this album too, aside from the fact that it had my 3 favorite songs on it. I really liked Unforgiven and all the other releases that they had on here too, including, and definitely, you know, I think that was really high on my list, Eve Psyche and the Bluebeard's Wife, but other ones too that they did not have official music video releases for, like Flash Forward and Fire in the Belly, all really awesome songs. So that's why it is here at number 1. That brings us to the end of this video. Please let me know if you also have any of these albums and if they are also your top ones of the year as well. This is a bit of an all over the place last minute decision to film, so I hope you still enjoyed it. And if you did or would like to see other content related to these groups and K-pop in general, especially my upcoming collection video, which I promise I'm filming after this so that I can post it pretty soon, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.